Welcome to everybody joining my live stream. It's another impromptu one, and at this time it's 11:15 in the morning in London. So most of you will be at work, and those of you that have exited the rat race, so to speak, may have the time to watch this. And if you don't, watch it afterwards. This is important. Why do you keep giving up when you go out? I keep meeting guys in the streets. I've been out for the last 3 days in London around Bond Street, Covent Garden, South Bank. And I keep meeting guys and they've done a couple. They say, you know, Sam, I've done a couple of approaches. I've met a couple of women. And, you know, I didn't get any numbers, or I got one number. So I think I'm going to head back. You know, I think I've done what I need to do here. I'm going home. Why is that? Why is that? Particularly after somebody does what they deem to be something good, right? You get a number, you have a great interaction. Maybe you arrange a date. And what happens at this moment? Right? You feel this maybe elation, you feel this happiness, you feel great because it's gone well. And then you dwell in that. You get stuck in this thought of like, that was great, that was awesome, right? You're energized, you're kind of up. And then you sense this feeling of, and now I want to get out of here. In my case, it's often been this tug to leave the situation now, right? Maybe I just need a coffee, or I need to get something to eat, or I just need to go home. I need to have a shower. I need to go home. I need to get out of here. Why do we feel like that? Why do we get that feeling? Why do we sabotage ourselves almost at the ideal moment, or even before? Sometimes we don't even get to do those approaches. We don't even get to have those conversations because we're so wrapped up in something. What is it? Here's what it is. It's a resistance against the state that you're currently experiencing. That moment where you need that coffee, you need that cigarette, you need that food, you need that new shirt, and then everything's going to be okay. And then you'll get out there. And then what happens? You have the coffee. What do you need now? Glass of water. Now what? Cigarette with the coffee. Now what? Well, my breath smells. Piece of gum. Now what? This shirt's getting a bit sweaty. Maybe I'll buy another one and change it. It's a constant inability to accept the state of mind that we're currently in. And this is how you fix it. When you feel that state, when you feel that resistance rising up inside you, that tug in another direction away from where you are now, psychologically, both psychologically and physically, location-wise, ask yourself this question. Can I allow myself to be with this state? Can I allow myself to simply sit back and experience this state of mind that I'm in right now? And to add to that, can I become curious about how I will behave once I do allow the state of mind? So let's look at the most obvious one. You start to feel that sense of tiredness, dizziness, where you're walking around and you know inside your mind that if you go up and you talk to a woman in this state, it's not going to go well. She's going to think you're weird, you're tired, you're not going to be able to say anything. You're going to forget what to say. What you're doing right now is you're thinking about all of the negative ways that this can go. And in so thinking, you are exhausting what little energy remains. What energy remains in you is a calm, heavy, drowsy energy. And now the final reserves of energy you're burning through by thinking and procrastinating and creating fictions that consume the last reserves of your energy. So when you feel that sense, and I felt this yesterday, I had the moment where I felt this yesterday, and I was out and I suddenly felt tired. Maybe my morning coffee had worn out, and I thought, wow, maybe I need another coffee. Maybe I need to go and drink another coffee. And then I remembered from my mindfulness practice, can I allow myself to be in this state? And something amazing happened. What happened was that I sunk into that heavy, drowsy state. And instead of resisting it, I allowed my eyes to close a little bit. I allowed my smile to come onto my face. I slowed down the speed of my walking. I slowed everything down and I fell into this low energy, chilled out, smooth state of mind. And with that state of mind, you realize that you're not tired and so you need to go home. You are tired and tiredness is okay. It is simply another lens through which you can view the world, through tired eyes. Just the same if someone smokes weed, there are two ways they can go. Either they can become hyper-conscious and anxious about the people around them and think, oh God, they're looking at me, everyone's looking at me, I feel weird, I don't know what's going on, I don't know who I am. Or they can say, yeah, all of those thoughts are coming in my mind, but I know that all that's really happening is that my mind's gone a little bit wobbly and my body's slowed down. And that's okay. Let's move with this. Let's see what words come out of my mouth in this state of mind. Let's see what my body language becomes when I'm feeling tired. On the other hand, you might feel energized and excited, maybe not in the positive way, but you might feel fidgety and jittery and irritable and agitated, and you're looking around and you're tensed. Again, there is nothing you need. You need not even sit down in this moment. Just allow yourself to be in this state. Recognize that state of mind as a physical conjugation of physical sensations, right? Whenever you feel an emotional state, there is a correlate physical manifestation in the body. So where do you feel that tension in your body? What are you feeling? What does that actually feel like? And can you explore this state? Can you allow this state to become your experience and move forwards with it? Whether it's tiredness, agitation, irritability, sadness, anxiousness, excitedness, allow yourself to become that state. Allow that state to swell up around you and become your experience, and become curious about how you're going to act when acting from that state. This is amazing. It's amazing because it works. When you fall into that state, you purely can become curious at what you're going to do or say next. What will it look like when I approach a woman from this relaxed, tired state of mind? What will it look like when I approach a woman with this high energy and this intensity of eye contact? How is this going to manifest in my actions? And let me watch that. Let me be an observer of myself. Let me witness the way I'm about to behave from this state. This works. That's why I'm kind of excited about it, because I'm not just saying this as a piece of advice. Here's another little advice video from Fluid Social. No, that's not the point here. This actually works. If you feel yourself in that state and you have that a little bit of presence to tell yourself, right now as I'm feeling this, whatever it is, whatever negative emotion it is, let me become curious about how it's going to manifest itself in my interactions. If you do this, you can go on forever. The tiredness, the agitation, all of the things all of the reasons that you want to go home are a product of your thinking, of your incessant thought. And when you drop back into your state of mind, you no longer burn the small reserves of energy that remain to push you through. You allow that energy to carry you through. You don't burn it through mindless thought. You preserve it by sinking into experience, which doesn't use energy. It doesn't use thought. It doesn't confuse you. It doesn't clog you up, doesn't block you. It allows you to be clear and present. And it's really simple. So it's cool. I like it. Andy, remind me of you are not your mind in meditation. Sure, man. I've been struggling with this recently, feeling low energy. Thanks for sharing this perspective. Me too, man. I often go out and feel really low energy. Start to slouch a bit, start to feel a bit tired. I always remember, slow my walking down, bring my shoulders back, tilt my head up, smile at the world, and come back to looking at the faces of the people around me. And when I do this, I am given energy. And then I will feel agitated 10 minutes later. And then I will say to myself, can I allow myself to feel this agitation? Can I allow myself to experience exactly what I am experiencing here and drop into it, detach myself from myself and watch myself perform as if I'm watching myself in a cinema? I just allow myself to step back and say, what the hell am I going to say next? What am I going to do next in this state of mind? And I see someone, I go and talk to them, and whatever comes out of that comes out of that, whether it be a straight up rejection, a short, awkward conversation, or an amazing interaction. It's not your job to control the quality, so to speak, of the interactions. You cannot do that. It is not within our power to say things that have not come to us, that do not appear in our mind as things to say. We can only do what we can, in fact, do. And in most cases, that is to calm yourself down to the extent that you can and walk up to that individual and say something. And if that fails 3 times, it won't fail the 4th time. You will become free of the anxiety and the agitation. But in order to completely exponentially increase your results, your approaches, your energy, you cannot drain it on mindless thought and procrastination. That's it, guys. Sam out.